to click into gear in this match as Simon on the last tackle. There's plenty of chasers here. The pressure is on Marty Moore. Coming through, though, is Ian Heron. Uncontested to score the try. Well, I don't know what happened to South Sydney at the back, but it looked pretty flash from the Parramatta point of view.
I think the South Sydney players just got lost. You see the ball actually going over the head. Ian Heron has come up with a great catch. No doubt that they were all onside. Amazingly, these were the types of tries that were being scored against the Eels early in the season. And now John Simon with pinpoint accuracy has kicked wide. And Ian Heron in quite spectacular fashion has flown through the air. And as Andrew pointed out, totally uncontested until Brendan O'Mara grabbed his legs. Great start there for the Eels. John Simon, such a key member, especially with his kicking game.
Tried to break through the carriage tackle. Nice pick up by Ostini. This is the last play for Souths with Trindle. Again, his chasers are well offside. And Werrett has a chance to run here. Now they have to remain back the 10. Oh, missed by Wall. Here goes the speech to Werrett. There's 3 men in cover. He runs straight at Brendan O'Mara. No hint of a sidestep from Shane Werrett. Just swamped Scott Murray in the tackle. Last play for South. Trindle kicking for the left side. Heron is there. He provides the protection. Riolo doesn't come up with the answer. Moore gets the ball and it's the tackle count restarted. Wilson quickly to the blind for Trindle. Heron makes a good tackle. Souths have their chance to level up. Sutton here with O'Mara. And for Donato to try and burrow his way through a la Mark Soden. O'Mara. Murray. Long pass from Murray for Burns. Inside for Sutton. Well tackled by Brown. 5 metres out from the Parramatta line. Wilson is with it. Burns. Thought about the kick, Darren Burns, and gets to within half a metre of the try line. So Parramatta under pressure for the first time in the match. They've used up 5 again, the Rabbitohs. Trindle, the step. Back inside now. The kick comes through from Murray. It bounces nicely. And Souths have a try to Brendan O'Mara. Well, they can do with a bit of fortune, and that certainly helps the situation.
Yes, the rebound did help. Keeping the ball alive on the last tackle, and the kick that finally went in took the ricochet off one of the Parramatta players. This is an illustration of why Parramatta are so poor when the bomb goes up. Riolo comes in. There was absolutely no one behind him covering just in case the ball was knocked down as it was. Daryl Trindle 2 passes wide, tries to step Dimmick, throws the pass back inside. The kick goes through, it bounces off the foot of Jim Dimmick. And Brendan O'Mara, like a good fullback does, up trailing to score the try. Not quite sure who put the kick in. Trindle, you see the big side step trying to beat Dimmick. Realised that he hadn't done so. And is that Stimpson? Well, Scott Murray who's come across there. He'd only just been pounded by Peter Johnson earlier. Brendan O'Mara, a little bit of a juggle, but no problems.
Peter Stimpson goes today in his first grade debut from the Temora Dragons. His younger brother, of course, playing with the Tigers. O'Mara inside the Parramatta 20. The Rabbitohs get yet another chance. Burns. Good run from Burns. There's the pass for Marty Moore. He stumbled, he crawled, he almost got there. Wilson. Stimpson. Trindle. Murray is now with it. 15 metres out from the Parramatta line. Murray. Good pass from Murray for Sutton. Last tackle for the Rabbitohs. Trindle, a dummy half. Tries the little kick, a ricochet. O'Mara doesn't get there. Slattery does. We'll have a changeover. Donato. Burns. And showing the ball all taken back in the tackle of Dimmick. And Dimmick could be in a little bother, although he's in bother because he's may have copped a forearm or has had the full impact of Burns fall on him in the tackle.
Yeah, he's got an elbow problem at the moment.
A bit of a drive happening here right now. And 20 out from the Parramatta line. Donato here for Stimpson. Shoulders into the Dimmick tackle. So Dimmick a quick recovery. Donato. Trindle. Trindle here for Ostini. 5 metres out from the Parramatta line. Shannon Donato. Only a little bloke. Tries to wriggle his way over. Well, he's got to the try line. What an impressive effort from the South Sydney hooker, Shannon Donato.
He's played very well, Shannon Donato, and he takes advantage here out of poor marker play from the Parramatta side. In fact, they didn't get anybody back. We freeze it there. You can see Shannon Donato, he's about to take off this way. The one Parramatta player has got back late. This player is absolutely out of contention, and as play continues, the gap opens up. Daniel Brown spinning around with his opposite number, and a pretty poor effort there by one of the Parramatta players on the line who really didn't give much help to Daniel Brown. Peter Johnson gets swung out of the tackle. In fact, it's Jared McCracken who really had to come up with a better effort than that to stop the opposing hooker in scoring.
McCracken's tackle count reaches double figures, leading the way for the Eels. Sutton, some quick hands for Trindle. One of the Rabbitohs players was taken out in back play. As Burns, it was Scott Murray who hit the deck.
And it was Troy Campbell, the man responsible. Last tackle against the Rabbits.
This time outside his 40, Daryl Trindle. The kick straight at David Riolo. Jesus there once he played at the football with a foot.
Well, we've got the touch judge coming on now, and it will be for the incident involving Troy Campbell. I don't know whether it's justified. The man in white coming on. Shane Wilson yelled to him.
This is something that was discussed at the captain's meeting during the week, that the captains aren't too happy about touch judges coming on if the referee has seen the incident. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether Ward had a good sight of it.
No, I don't think Eddie Wood did see it. It'll be back this way. There's the number 16 who's come in. It was Troy Campbell who took the player out.
On the blindside play, Campbell, Simon, Bell. Riolo into the line, Riolo straight through. Where it is on his outside, he does it perfectly, David Riolo, for Shane Werrett to score. Beautiful set play by the Eels.
Well executed by the Eels. And this try, you've got to say that the scoring of it is as much to do with the dummy run by one of the Parramatta Eels players who doesn't touch the football and the men who actually have it in their hands. If we freeze it there, you can see this player coming in. I think it's Stuart Kelly, opens it up for Riolo because he's committed a South Sydney player. And that's where the big hole opens up. Phil Howlett came in, and then David Riolo kept his head. A beautiful pass to Shane Werrett, who takes the ball round. Lovely to watch these kind of things come off. Good ball from Jason Bell. There you saw Phil Howlett coming in to keep up with Stuart Kelly, and Riolo making the extra man. Draws and passes. And Shane Werrett gets the second try. Both wingers now on the board for the Eels.
Ryan Smith was quoted, but he's certainly locked into a fair sort of battle right now as Johnston deciding to pass and some quick hands. Werrett's away again. Ward did well. Not well enough though. Kelly on the inside, 40 metres out from the south line.
Well, an ankle tap there from Phil Howlett was a timely one. Still a bit of a roll here for the Eels if they come to the right-hand side as they've done.
Haven't they come to life, Dimmick? As he caught the pass, Marty Moore had to come up to make the tackle. It's a ragged-looking South Sydney defensive line. McCracken, straight through McCracken. Well, Sutton pulled Troy Campbell out of the support play, and I reckon it's just about an offence and off to the sin bin for Sutton.
Oh, it's a sin-binning offence, no doubt at all. Ian Herron will step up here. Daryl Trindle questioning the decision from the referee, but there was no doubt that the support player for Jared McCracken was taken out before the pass was thrown.
I think you'll see one of the best pull of the jumpers you're ever going to see of a support player. He's had hold of him for 4 or 5 seconds, swung him around, made sure he couldn't get anywhere near the football.
And you are right, they have come to life now, and maybe that was the best thing that happened, falling behind on the scoreboard. Really came from nothing, this fingertip control from Jared McCracken. And just have a look to his left. Well, yeah, that, like, you're in the sin bin for that, no doubt at all. That's what the sin bin is designed for. He wanted the football. A little bit of space on the far side as Jason Bell out of dummy half, shrugs through 1, 2 tackles, offload to John Simon up the middle.
And Simon shows his pace through the ankle tap. Away from O'Mara, this is John Simon. Big run from the Parramatta halfback, and then he's lost it.
Well, they're making plenty of breaks, Parramatta, but they're not capitalising on them to the full extent.
Now with a free kick for Sutton. He tried to avoid a shoulder that came in from Dean Pay. He missed Pay, and now has lost the football. Well, the penalty ruled by Ward again against Jason Smith.
Yeah, Jared McCracken walking across just to find out what the story is going to be with Jason Smith. 2 infringements in a very short period of time.
when they obstruct and when you don't get on with it, I'll tell you what, this goes in, it's the second time this ball was talked to the once it's up here, up the first.
Yeah, he tried to be very subtle there, Jason Smith. It just didn't work.
Eddie Ward had plenty to say in the caution too. We talked about a set of 6 to settle down for the Rabbitohs. All of a sudden now, through 2 penalties, they're inside the Parramatta 20. Golden chance for points coming up to half-time. Trindle. Stimson. Push back in the tackle. Just short of the 20. Rabbitohs, Donato, Gillard. Down in the tackle of Morgan. Quick play the ball. Nice work from Gillard. Donato to Trindle. Trindle inside the 10. Then the pass. I think it was Wilson coming through. Held up 5 metres out from the try line. It was Ostini who was trying to be the battering ram. Trindle straight through goes Tricky Trindle. Classical rugby league try from the little number 7.
Great footwork from Daryl Trindle. He left Jared McCracken grasping at mid-air. They will go in at half-time. At least a 2-point and probably a 4-point lead. The big step, McCracken just falls off, and the big dive at the end takes the little man over. Never say die attitude from the Rabbitohs this afternoon. In fact, Justin Morgan is probably more responsible for the missed tackle. McCracken on the inside. That's twice I blame McCracken. Been wrong on both occasions. Justin Morgan slips off the tackle. McCracken, not much he could do along with Jason Smith, and Jason Smith will be very disappointed because he put the South Sydney team in that attacking position.
Daryl Trindle, heart and soul of South Sydney. I don't think you could question that the Rabbitohs have probably been the better side as well. Here's Bell kicking over the top. Werrett is chasing. Wall looks a little sluggish to get out of the blocks. Fielded by Bell, then back to Werrett. Oh, this is going to hurt the Rabbitohs big time. Shane Werrett gets a try for Parramatta, his second for the day, and it did appear nothing was doing. And it's 16 all again, we're all locked up.
Another try coming from the kick. Jason Bell dropping one over the top. All the chasers on side again, and very tough to turn around and chase, especially against a man with the speed of Shane Werrett. Referee obviously ruling that the ball went back off Nigel Waugh and it wasn't touched by Parramatta chasers. This should show it up nicely. Jason Bell coming to the line. A little kick over the top deliberately for Shane Werrett. South Sydney winger turns, knocks the ball back. No hand in there from Werrett. Picked up beautifully by the kicker. And even a better pass for Shane Werrett to get his second and to improve the position for his kicker, Heron. Been a great half, really. Good, exciting rugby league. Good try scored. There's the knockback from Waugh and Jason Bell, who stayed alive after kicking the football, able to spin around and get a good pass away.
Werrett his second. There's a bit of suit. Again, there's another player who probably hasn't been at his best, but you can't question his commitment today. Chasing kicks, plenty of defence from Jim Demick. The Rabbitohs at the moment hemmed inside their own 20. Donato's the man trying to get them out of trouble. Wanted to pick up from half-time.
Well, Ken Shine in the South Sydney room was fairly happy. He wants his side to get numbers in the tackles.
Well, you can hold the Nokia. Here goes Burns. He's wrong-footed Riolo. Darren Burns, 20 metres out from the Eels line, still going. Darren Burns shoulders 3 or 4 of them away and passes for Stimson. Well, I can't believe, firstly, the run of Burns, but I can't believe there was a front rower there to take the final pass.
And Brian Smith can't believe the amount of missed tackles in the one movement, but what magnificent work there from Darren Burns and then Ostini. Burns just goes straight through the tackle of Brown into open space. Dean Pay dives and misses. Riolo was turned inside out. Look at the amount of Parramatta players who converge. Carriage, a poor attempt. Riolo got pushed off 3 times. And a magnificent pass to a front rower who has got absolutely no right to be there. Michael Ostini, he's had to chase 60, 70 metres to get there. Brown was a poor miss. And Darren Burns, former Western Suburbs player.
Oh, Fatty, find a spot for him.
Well, look at the determination. David Riolo just had no idea. And you've got to say that Paul Carriage's miss along with Brown's was the worst. He's got a very good shot at him, coming over the top, and just gets brushed aside. Heron comes in, along with Riolo once again. He got sick of trying to make the tackle, David Riolo. And the pass propped up for Ostini. The score under the post. So you're right, I can't predict what's going to happen in the second half.
What a try to Peter Stimson. On debut. You've done well, Block. I think Parramatta inside the South's half. Brown is with it. Inside the 40. Parramatta trailing by 4. Collins is playing a roll close to the ruck, and now slipping the pass for Bell. Back inside it comes for Smith. It's a toy feast here at the stadium. That's try number 8. What is going on here, Sterling?
Well, both sides just prepared to use the football, throw it around, and that's leading to some exciting football. Collins, his first touch was a beauty. Straightened it up, got his arms free. Jason Bell attracted a couple of defenders, and then Jason Smith backing up on the inside. Hasn't been the happiest game for Jason Smith so far, but he'll be very pleased to have been in the right position on that occasion. Steve Collins, tremendous work here. Comes up to the try scorer Stimson, steps taken high by Paul Sutton. He's unable to stop the pass being thrown, and Jason Bell has been close to Parramatta's best. Throws the ball back inside, and Jason Smith takes it around. An easy conversion now for Ian Heron. So we'll have another leader once again.
Driven back in the tackle, that new man Simon. Is now 30 metres out from the Parramatta line on the last tackle. Stimson found himself a dummy half for Trindle. There's the kick, the chase being led by Murray on Riolo. Riolo again makes the catch for Parramatta. A player very much under the microscope at the back. Moore, the scorer of 2 tries the last time we saw South Sydney in Saturday afternoon football. That was against the Bears. Driscoll. 25 metres out from the Parramatta line. Now 10 out from the Parramatta line. Trindle with Murray. Cutout ball, a long one for Wilson. Wilson positions Marty Moore.
Let him go.
Good tackle from McCracken. Cool head in the defensive line. Murray. For Donato. Donato throws. Was it forward there for Moore? Moore doesn't get to the try line, over the sideline. Dry smile on the face of the touch judge too.
Well, close one there. Jim Dimmick really had to react. When you're coming in, Ian Heron, and that opened up space out wide, and Jim Dimmick, good tackle, and Steve Collins helped.
With Pay. Some good free in his stride, I have to say, watching Dean Pay. Oh, Campbell's come up with the error for Parramatta, just outside their own 20-metre zone.
Well, what do you say? Troy Campbell obviously looking to throw the dummy and go back the other way. I think it's gone backwards, but it deserves to be a change of possession.
On in the tackle was Dean Pay. 5 tackles used up by the Bunnies. Murray kicks across for the wing of Heron, and the chase led by Wilson and also Moore. But Ian Heron, very safe.
He needs to be a little bit careful, Ian Heron, as Troy Campbell's...
The Eels are set to the left. The second hit up comes from Morgan. Driscoll and Donato with the tacklers. Brown is out there, working here for Smith. Short pass from Smith for Bell. Bell then gets the ball for Collins, and Parramatta come up with a try. There's a real contest in goal. Well, Eddie Ward is called in to rule on this one. The lead-up work was spot on. There's the try for Collins. Beautifully constructed try from the Eels.
Yes, and it was a good angle from Jason Bell. That opened the hole up. You see it a lot where the man coming from behind the man carrying the football opens up. We freeze it there. You can see that Jason Bell has just trailed along. A lot of this defence is looking for the wider pass. As play continues, Bell able to run onto into that hole that was opened up. Darryl Trindle went up quickly on the outside. He started to trip, probably still would have scored himself. He made a bird of it by finding Steve Collins. You see number 7 going up too quickly, Darryl Trindle, the missed tackle. And Steve Collins, when he puts the ball down, South Sydney player falls on him. That earned the referee's ire. Jason Smith holding the ball up, out in front with two hands. Darren Burns goes low. A little bit wider is Daryl Trindle. He stayed with Stuart Kelly. And Jason Bell, who's been very, very good this afternoon, throws the pass. Collins goes down. And over the top comes the number 11, Paul Sutton. And that is the biggest lead we've seen in this match. Scores have fluctuated as Collins ducks, goes straight through. He's got support.
Oh, he's left three behind Collins. Simon has called into the play. It was a loose pass. Smith on the wing. Wrapping around is Kelly. 25 metres out. Nice exchange from the Eels. And the Rabbitohs now at full stretch to recover. As Pay turns that one inside for McCracken. He was slammed in the tackle, but Ward again has found them inside the 10. Simon is looking for the quick tap. He decides to go for it. Pay. Here's the quick hands and put down by Carriage. Well, were the Rabbitohs ever back to 10 from the tap? Needing to score next to keep this alive. Johnston went for the shot on Gillard. He ricocheted from that one and almost got upended by Bell. Dimmick was up there again with that ball and all tackle. Told the touch judge that Burns had lost it in the tackle. Trindle. Inside ball for Sutton. Used up by the Rabbitohs. Trindle shifts to the left. Dimmick ran out of marker. Trindle tries to kick. Marty Moore gets behind them. Was he a fraction too late? He was. We almost had the 3 M's again, the Marty Moore magic.
Oh, I know where you pulled that one from, Bossy, but it was worthwhile as Daryl Trindle puts the ball through again. Ian Heron had gone in a matter of inches. A nice dive.
For Parramatta, Simon has the kick. He's trying a high ball on Howlett. Chase being led by Kelly. Well, Howlett at the last moment had the lunge. So they're 30 metres out from the Parramatta line without doing anything too flash. Here's Trindle with a kick. Collins is the man at the back for Parramatta. And he loses the football. Forces the knock-on, thankfully, for the Eels. But here is a golden chance for Souths.
They had a good opportunity only moments ago. They dropped the ball on the third tackle. Steve Collins, he really didn't need to jump there.
Souths maintain the attack though. Gillard needing support on the inside. Held up in the tackle of Dean Payne. Donato. Trindle. He's up quickly on the outside. Trindle, the long ball. Moore gets a run to the corner. Well, I mentioned Heron had come up quickly out of the line, and Moore makes the most of his chances.
And that comes as absolutely no surprise because Ian Heron has put himself in a position to be scored on half a dozen times. Look at him coming off the line now, out wide. They didn't have numbers, but if he's going to go up quickly, somebody else has got to go up. He's 15 metres in the field of play. He tried to kick out at the end too, and that's something that should be dealt with by the referee. Daryl Trindle going across field, throws the cut-out pass, and just have a look at the end of this. As Ian Heron turns and chases, he throws his leg out. And what he's trying to do, I've got no idea, apart from try and trip the player.
Well, he'll be thankful that didn't come off. Because if he tripped the player, particularly in the act of scoring a try, I think he'd find himself in the dressing sheds right now.
Well, the intent is there's no doubt about that. And what about this from the sideline?
Swinging back from Trindle, he hits the post. The stretcher has been called for Shane Wilson, so this at a point with just a little over 2 minutes remaining. Make matters worse, what about the head now, Shane Wilson?
Yes, that's inside the injury, isn't it? It was a play that South Sydney had to come up with. They had to have possession in this last 2.5 minutes to try and come up with a draw, and Shane Wilson, he's got a pretty nasty head wound, he's got a leg problem, and he didn't get the footy.
And they're down by 6. And I think the look just about says it all.
The $1,000 Nokia man of the match. Also, the winner of the Nokia 8110 mobile phone goes to Jason Bell. Jace, a pretty ordinary effort from both sides defensively.
Yeah, it was. We weren't happy with our defence, and I don't think they were happy with theirs either. But you know, we needed the 2 points, and I'm glad we got it.
Well, I suppose the best thing to come out of it for Parramatta, that's 3 on the trot.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we couldn't afford to lose today, and next week's the same, and the week after. We've just got to keep winning, mate.
Will the coach be happy with the performance?
No, I don't think so. Not at all. We'll do a lot of work during the week to fix things up.
Okay, mate. Congratulations on your form, and on behalf of Nokia, the awards, mate.
Thanks, Block. Thank Nokia, and thanks for the grand.
Afternoon, after that 40-point drubbing last weekend. And they've done that, and they've been very entertaining in the process. And as was pointed out earlier by Andrew, 2 conversion attempts by Darryl Trindle.